namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste, everyone. Namaste, Dr. Basavaraddi ji. And thank you for making time to come to this platform of Yoga for Unity and Well-being. Dr. Basavaraddi, you are the director of the Morarji Desai National Institute of Yoga, Ministry of Ayush, Government of India, New Delhi. And you have been the director of this institute for quite some years with an extended experience in teaching yoga, but especially also your expertise is in preparing teaching material, reference teaching material for trainers and also protocols for yoga practitioners. And we thank you for sharing, allowing to present this expertise to the viewer today. Very honored to have you with us. And I'm going to ask a few questions on the theme that we have on Yoga for Unity this year, which is mental health and yoga. So my first question to you, Dr. Basavadi, is how can yoga can help us in the field of mental health? Who can benefit from it, and what are the situations that uh, someone should take up yoga for a mental health problem?
Yeah. First of all, my pranams to you all, namaskar to you all, and happy to join and share some of my views on the topic yoga for mental health. Um, in the first instance, the yoga practices are mind centric. The entire the principles of yoga, the objectives of yoga are to manage the mind and its various dimensions. Mind has two important functions. One is thoughts and emotions. And these are the two important things. They have to be integrated. Then they integrate, then comes to the action. Thoughts and emotions to convert into action. Then we need the mind body coordination. Therefore, yoga is basically, first of all, the internal aspect, dimensions of mind, that is thoughts and emotions. That's a coordination. So with that coordination, it comes to the action. So when it action, there's a physical body, then it's a mind body interaction. So we cannot neglect the beautiful coordination of mind and body. Without that, there is no health, there is no wellness. Therefore, I remember one saying of a very eminent psychologist, mental health expert, or the DGWHO, the first DG of WHO, there is no health without mental health. So that is a statement that uh, gives us the importance of mental health in the total health and well-being. So you can say that mental health, every individual should realize his own or his or her own potential and cope up with the normal stress and anxiety what we face in day-to-day life, coping up with a situation, and can work productively. It's not a dumb, and also fruitfully, not only productively, fruitfully and joyfully, and able to make contribution to the community what where we live, or the society, to the nation. So these are all the some various dimensions of mental health. If anything there, it is called a deficiency in the mental health. I'm not able to cope up with the situation, cope up with the stress. I'm going in a broader way. So cope up with these things. I'm not a deliver. I'm not useful to the family, the society, the community. So I cannot use my full potential. So these are the things I'm not joyful, fruitful, and productive. And these are all the things. Then it is a deficiency, considered to be deficiency in the mental health. Therefore, one should be mental health means he should feel well, he should understand his capabilities and skills, and most importantly, the independence, the freedom, the knowledge dimension, self growth, and many aspects relates. This is the broad aspect. Then while come to the mental health, we are always mental health means somebody is in disturbing, I'm not. They are the impact of mental health. Somebody is stress, somebody is depression, somebody is suffering from insomnia, schizophrenia, and there are many psychological disorders that are related to the mental health. They become the disorders, then convert into a disease. I'm coming to that later part. But where I started, that is the first of is thoughts and action. So, thoughts and emotions to convert into action, that mind body coordination. Once it is there, whatever I said, the eminent mental health expert explained what are the important dimensions of, you said that you are mentally healthy, that type of. Now, how your main question is how yoga uh, provide this. I have some five important dimensions for cope up with the mental health through yoga. So, what is that first one is? So, it is the always impurities, the detoxins. It's maybe thoughts or emotions or in the physical. So, that will be the first cause for our mental health disorders, illusions, and many more. Therefore, detoxification is the first thing. It's called Sarve Rogaha Malavasha in the traditional text. That means all disorders, including mental disorders, because of accumulation of toxins or the mala, what we call. Therefore, detoxification processes, and there are many. There are some cleansing practices, there are some mudras, there are some chantings, there are some observances. Like in Niyama, we have observances to follow so that there will be just simple Saucha, Santosha, Tapas, Swadhyaya, Ishwar Pranidhana, Niyamaha. They are the pure observances. Once you observe, that is slowly, Saucha is the first that cleanses, not only that comforts. So these are all the observances make us to clean the detoxify. The second important aspect many people don't emphasize in yoga is it's called the food what we eat, that we are. Food has the major impact on our mind, the emotions and thoughts. It is subtle. Therefore, the not only the food, what we eat, how we eat, where we eat, with whom we eat. So all these contributes for the subtler dimensions of mind and mind facets, thoughts and emotions. So that is the modification of diet is the second. Third most important thing is body and breathe alignment. We make the movements and we breathe. So proper body alignment, especially the nervous system, the spinal cord and the brain functions. So that's why various postures to align the body. This body alignment help us to regulate our breathing. So channelization of breathing, then the pranayama expand this awareness of breathing and the prana. This is the most important thing. That's why what we need here some yoga postures, some breathing, and breathing next into the pranayama, that pranayama. Then the fourth important dimension is when you do that, you feel relaxed, you feel oriented, you need concentration. So then in that stage, you have to make your things to inward. So inward means you start analyzing yourself, your thought process. So slowly you become oriented, focused. The fourth dimension is how to make your mind focused on one object or subject that will give you analytical power. What is right, what is wrong. This analytical power take you to the right kind of thing, then it happens. What is that fifth dimension is dhyana or meditation. Meditation happens. So with these mental practices, the detoxification, diet modification, postural and breathe alignment, that is mind breathe coordination, then the focusing and also it is dissolving that. So ultimately, when you meditate, three important things happens. So first of all, the sympathetic parasympathetic balance occur, which is very important in the mental health. So many of the time when you are stress or anxiety, we are in the state of sympathetic activities are more dominant and always they causes harm and disorders. So whenever we meditate, all these practices, asana, pranayama, only make you to meditate. Once you meditating, this is happening. This the research second one show that all your stress hormones, the cortisol level comes to minimum, bare minimum or zero. Research shows that meditation makes your stress hormones to zero, optimum level, very very zero. So that gives you the power of happiness. The happy quotients or the happy hormones so start producing. So then happiness is the product of these things. That means, first of all, it is the sympathetic parasympathetic balance. Research show that. So there are several research these things to define it and observe it. Then it's reducing the stress hormones and etc. and producing the happy hormones. So that happy hormones make you to feel happy and self confidence that brings you the mental well being.
So you have taken us through these 5 steps, showing us that yoga is much more than asana. Very many people think that yoga is equivalent to postures and breath, but mostly postures. And here you started with the detox, the food, so the lifestyle very much, and taking us till the stage of meditation, of really following the 8 steps of Patanjali Ashtanga Yoga. Of course, we recognize them there. Would you explain some of the techniques that can be practiced, especially for someone who is maybe anxious? So, would you like to take an example? I know that they're different according to different case.
Yeah. First of all, I go into detoxification. So there are some niti kriyas we developed now, the vata niti. So just sit calm and quiet like this, chin up, then start inhaling and exhaling in a rapid manner for a minute or 30 seconds to begin with. This is simple vata niti kriya. You can just clean and you can see the impact of vata niti. So my slowly my brain is toned up. I'm in a different state. So such type of practices, even the this is neti. There are some other neti practices. Then you can go to the kapalbhati. You can stand, sit properly, and do. This is the just giving strokes to your abdomen, active exhalation and passive inhalation. So you continue for 10, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, go on increasing. So that your breathing becomes more subtle. It opens up the both nostrils for the proper channelization. So the third after this we go for the nadi shodhana. It's alternative nostril breathing. Just close like this. This is called pranayama mudra. Then close both nostrils. Open the left nostril and inhale. Close, open the right and exhale. Again inhale right. Close, exhale left. Continue some 10 rounds like this. Inhalation through the left, exhalation through the right, inhalation to the right itself, and exhalation to the left. It is called alternative. So this is giving you a massage effect, and once you overcome the frictional what you are doing, it converts into pranayam. You enter into that axis where Sushumna opens, then it is going to impact. That is called Shuddhi, Nadi Shuddhi. Otherwise, it's a breathing practice. It's a Anulom Viloma or something. But when you want to do a Nadi Shuddhi, continuously you do that, avoid the friction, and slowly your central nodi opens. Even if you sit, you start inhaling and exhaling, there is a energy axis create. That is important in the mental health. Once that energy is created, then it should be like this. Anything, something as to the humming sound. That is expansion of your awareness with inhalation and slowly bringing this humming sound. Humming sound is always the tranquilizers. So whenever we are having anxiety and stress or depressions, so medical professions provide you some tranquilizers. This Brahmari is the best tranquilizer. But for different psychological conditions, suppose we do, it is different. It is up. But there are different types of sounds, and that is called resonance. It is 256 or 512 or 740, like this we have that 756, like this we have to go with the frequencies, tuning fork, you know that. So accordingly you have to produce that hertz of sound, and accordingly we enter into the deep thing. This is a simple method I'm telling. So if your breathing is not opening up, then you need the dhauti, the cleansing of your intestinal gastrointestinal tract. Then you need other things, or you can use the opening of the various mudras. There's a chin mudra like this, and there are 12 to 13 hasta mudras, which will help us to open up the nadis and to channelize. But I said one is neti, kapalbhati, nadi shodhan, brahmari. Then meditate. Five simple things. 20 minutes it takes. First, then third, nadi shodhan. Fourth, brahmari. Fifth, meditate. Simple formula, and 20 minutes. So if you increase the number of Neti strokes, number of Kapalvati strokes, number of Nadi Shodham, number of Brahmari chanting, so will be in the more higher states of consciousness. So I given you very, very vetted model for managing mental health, but there are some asanas. We work with the Nimans in 2007, 8, 9, 10 for nearly 6 years. We developed a yoga protocol for the depression, yoga protocol for the anxiety, and yoga protocol for the insomnia, yoga protocol for the migraine, neurological problem. So schizophrenia, also we developed some yoga protocols. They're all available on our website. You can use it.
I wanted to know if there are some contraindication for some patients to practice yoga, or can I just go ahead and pick a protocol from or follow someone on YouTube? What would be your advice?
No, always any practice when it is involved physical, physiological practice, and there was always do's and do nots. So even I am healthy, but what time? Suppose I have taken a food, such type of kapalvati cannot be practiced. That's why in the beginning there are always do and don'ts. But three important persons, those who are suffering from cardiac disorders, acute cardiac disorders, they should be very careful. pregnant woman, very careful. And also any chronic pain, it may be a lumbar spondylitis or cervical spondylitis, any chronic pain, severe pain. So before doing yoga, please consult any of the medical help and consult them or yoga therapist or yoga experts and take their advice and start with a small capsule. There is no harm in breathing and meditation. Breathing is a natural phenomena, and meditation is also it is to be practiced. But when you do asanas, I have not explained the number of asanas because we are sitting here. Otherwise, I might have demonstrated it. And there are many mudras. So where kriyas are. Suppose I do neti. So your severe cardiac patients cannot do that much of rounds. Okay. So some do's and do nots always there, and please consult before you start. Otherwise, any videos we uh, demonstrate, app we brought in, always we mention in the beginning this practice is not for so and so, and may consult the experts before going to this practice.
So, Dr. Basavaraddi, if you could explain to us, there are different kinds of asanas, and what is the relationship, the effect that these movements have, these postures have at the mind level?
Yeah. So, very apt question. For any mental health, I mentioned in my third dimension of practice, that is body alignment. So we sit, we walk, we sleep, we lie down, and our body disturbs. Its synchronization or alignment always disturbs because of our various kind of work. Sometimes we sit more, sometimes some persons stand long time. In factory workers, they stand for 10 hours or 8 hours. Like us, we sit for 10 to 12 hours. So sometimes people are lying down and doing work. All these things, body alignment get disturbed. In that case, entire yogasanas to make your body comfortable, make your body, all the organs functions with harmony. It's a holistic thing. That's why yoga recommends six types of practices. First of all, it is the stretching and alignment. So I am just aligning stretching my body, Tadasana, or stretching the whole body. It is the alignment. This alignment in the standing, this alignment in the sitting, it is in Dandasana, this aligning in the prone posture, this alignment in the supine posture, lying down. Always we stretch, we align, bring the cord in the center. It's called in our institute we practice Nabhi Pariksha. If you navel flex is completely aligned properly, then there. Otherwise, we teach some asanas. The second important thing is this: the bending, forward bending, backward bending postures. So, like this, whenever you forward bending Padahastasana, Paschimottanasana, or even you go for in the supine lying, it is halasana. Hmm? So yoga nidra, shashakasana, all these forward bending postures, standing forward bending, sitting forward bending, and prone it is not possible, and supine forward bending postures. Then it is backward bending postures. Like this, it is ardha chakrasana, and in ustrasana, and in it is in supine lying postures. Always it is like this dhanurasana, bhujangasana, and in the prone lying postures. And in supine lying posture, it is setubandhasana, chakrasana. All these are all asanas are very beneficial. And but this is the third one. One is alignment, second one is the forward bending postures. But why mentioning these? These are the asanas, and every individual depends upon their psychological and physiological conditions. We have to advocate. Again, we need the help of a teacher. Otherwise, it's not so. Then it comes to the lateral bending. Fourth one is lateral bending, right and left lateral bending. So, like this, we have a Parshvakonasana, we have a Trikonasana. So, there are some asanas which will make you to lateral bending. Suppose I stretch, I do lateral bending like this. So, these are the lateral bending postures, stretching your ribs and etc. and bending them, that the spinal cord will open up at the body. The third one is the twisting. twisting is Parimita Trikonasana. Then we have a Vakrasana, Ardha Matsyendrasana, and very complicated postures are also there. Simple, simple twisting, at least one twisting posture. This is the fifth one. But last sixth one is relaxation, lying down and whole body relaxation. So again, I repeat the standing, sitting, supine and prone posture alignment, then forward bending postures. One, at least one forward bending you need, one backward bending, the third one, then one lateral bending, both side, left and right, one twisting posture, left and right. I take both side. This is fifth and relaxation. So we have to formulate the capsule all like this. There are many asanas, hundreds of asanas are there, but this is the formula to prepare the capsule for the mental well-being. I have already mentioned some. This is Makarasana, Shavasana, or the laxative poses. So, like this, if you are having suffering from deep um, depression, etc., we need many of the Surya Namaskar immediately followed by Yoga Nidra. So such type of practices are where we helpful in the mental health or mental well-being. Yes, all these asanas, what they are having the impact on five important. One is five vital organs. The asanas have impact on your brain functions, on your cardiac function or the heart. Third one is on your lungs. Then fourth one is your liver, and fifth one is your kidneys. These are all the five vital organs. Yogasanas should have impact on these five. The second one is cardiorespiratory efficiency. Whenever you do yogasanas, your cardiac respiratory improves. And third important dimension is whenever we do, so that is the alignment, the central nervous system, the spine, functions of the spine and brain becomes optimum. So that optimum, these things opens up the vagus nerve functions. That one start vagus mean that is the last one is the homeostasis. That bring the coordination between all the organs and systems of the body. It may be digestion, it may be respiration. It is then lastly it brings the hormonal balance. It's not only the functions of all the major systems, but hormonal balance. It is maybe endocrinal or exocrine glands, hormones. The balance is more important for the mental health. So yoga ultimately happens for majorly asanas will have the impact in two systems, nervous system, both autonomous nervous system and central nervous system, and the second system is endocrine system. So yogasanas are majorly take care of these systems, which is not possible in the exercise or aerobics or any physical activity. That's the beauty of yoga. Why people are attracting to yoga and yoga practices means this is the reason. So no other physical activity or therapy will have the direct impact on our nervous systems and also the endocrine systems. Yogasana has. That's why they are more important.
Thank you for highlighting the importance of yoga and the nervous system, the hormonal system, and not only on the musculoskeletal system or the weight problem, because yoga really goes beyond as a holistic science, and bringing homeostasis, balance in the body is definitely available for any yoga practice that we do. Dr. Basavaraddi, when I listen to you, I always have more questions. I feel that we could get so much more uh, enlightenment and science behind yoga. I thank you very much for the time that you've given us and the small practices that our audience will maybe start, simple things that they can do at home every day, and find out more about the protocols you were speaking about, and maybe be in touch with yoga therapists to start if they have any problem. Would you like to end the session with a remark from your side?
Yeah. First of all, we have a many apps are coming. M Yoga app. It's a WHO and Morarji Desai Institute, Ministry of Ayush. brought this Yoga app in consultation with more than 70 to 80 experts across the globe. So you can start practicing them, and all these practices are good for mental health. Then, whenever you stress up, we come up with a 5 minutes yoga break, vetted by and even Heartfulness Center also participated in the trials. So that's a wonderful break. Like this, there are many technologies and apps are available in the public domain. Make use of it. Then now with the after COVID, many of the eminent yoga masters, their videos are their meditation techniques, breathing techniques, pranayama techniques, various techniques, and very good teachers. They are available on the social media, YouTube or anything. So select according to your nature, your problem. Start doing it. If you have some doubts, clarify with the institution like Morarji Desai Institution, Heartful Meditation for Animal and NIMANS, that's Integrative Medicine System. And there are many good schools, yes, Vyasa University, Kaivalya Dhamma, the Yoga Institute of Santaru. So then Balaji Institute in Puducherry, Krishnamacharya Yoga Mandiram, and many more. And in Art of Living, Deva Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya, Himalayan Yoga Institution, and Patanjali Yoga Peeth, some of the very good teachers are available. So these are the systems. You can go to their website. When you put the yoga schools, you will get it. And there is a wonderful information available in the Yoga Certification Board. All these schools have been certified and accredited by the Yoga Certification Board. You can make it in our website. You will get all the videos. There are more than 200 videos. We make them a playlist. You can use it. Even in heartful meditation, I saw good videos are there with Dajis giving instructions for the meditation. So make best use of these technologies. One. The second one is what is important is the lifestyle. So it's not only what we practice asana, what we breathe, what we meditate. No, it is the lifestyle, what we eat, what we really maintain our lifestyle along with the nature. So our lifestyle should be always nature friendly lifestyle. So there is a season, there is a day, there is a night. So if you synchronize our lifestyle with the nature where you will live, the lifestyle is different for the European people, lifestyle is different for the Hyderabad people, lifestyle is different for the Delhi people. There is a small variation, and good lifestyle is always help us to maintain the mental health. Then last important, third important aspect is don't expect everything is good. There are three type of people, and as our gunas, sattva, rajo, and tamoguna. They are virtuous people, the sattvic people. The rajasic people always very progressive, dashing, moving ahead, and they're always destructive people, tamasic nature. And it is there in our mind also. So our mind is also having sattvic, rajasic, and tamasic in nature. But with the yoga practice, you convert that tamasic into the rajasic, rajasic into the sattvic. So remain in the sattvic and having these four coordination, Maitri, Karuna, Mudita, Upekshanam, Sukha Dukkha Punya Punya Vishayanam, Bhavanat Chitta Prasadana. So first of all, you have to transfer yourself to the productive, constructive, mental well-being is the part of your lifestyle, coping up with the nature. Then in the society, all these three people, how to cope up with? There is a Maitri, friendliness with a Maitri, Karuna, Mudita, Upekshanam, Sukha. They are people with happy. Whenever you see the happy people, we always have a jealous. No. Cultivate the habit of friendliness with the people who are happy. Make them very close so that you will also get the happiness. Then some people are in sorrow, in pain. Even your enemies are in pain. Have a compassion about them. So that will enhance your humanitarian value. Compassion is the integral part of it. Then there are virtuous people who are always devoted for the humanity. That's why last time we choose the yoga for humanity. So be in company of virtual people. Whenever we saw them, listen to them, we feel happy. So happy quotient increases whenever we meet. We do meditation. We meet the people who do meditation. They are called yogis or sants who are really not having any attachment with anyone any in the world. There seems to be, but they are completely detached internal core. The lastly, there are some destructive thoughts in our own personality and destructive people around. Don't fight with them, ignore them, neglect them. That is the key for maintaining the mental health. With all these principles we follow, we are in the state of mental health. But these four factor, what Maharshi Patanjali says, Maitri, Karuna, Mudita, Upeksha, last one is more important. Unless we cultivate these things within our personality, in our surroundings, we cannot continue to be mentally healthy. And we are not mental healthy means we are not healthy. That's why there is no health without mental health. That's why it is very necessary to maintain the sattva pradhana guna, where yoga is the way for us to maintain health and also live with nature and live a very healthy lifestyle to enjoy the purpose of life and reach the goal of ultimate uh, goal of humanity. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Basavaraddi ji. Thank you for all this lesson in yoga, deep and at the same time very simply explained for our audience. Yeah, thank you for your time.